Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Wildermyth. And a bit sad here, on our title screen by our fire we've got Roka, who gave her life in the last episode to defeat a fearsome enemy. She was due to retire fairly soon anyway, so that's kind of why we made the decision not to keep her lingering on, losing a limb or whatever was going to happen to her. But let's continue our story without Roka. And we were coming to the end of Chapter 3. We were about to head into the final fight here at Ilumkin's quarry. Lost a few tiles to flooding in the end. That one, quite a few actually, 5 tiles. But I mean, 2 of those we hadn't actually tamed at all. So in terms of resources we've lost, it's a couple of woods, a couple of hides, that's spell thread and possibly cloth, not sure. But we have gained some from this side as well, so you know that should be somewhat offset, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to head into Ilumkin's quarry now with our 5 heroes. John Laff isn't joining us. We've only got 5 free spots, but we've got a fairly strong party. We've got Quill, Xanatha, and Lanar, 3 of our original 4. Lanar's daughter, Lanvia, who's a warrior, and Jorbear, who was recruited in Chapter 2, I think. Cutting the noose. The rain hasn't let up much through the fall. The earth is soggy and stinking like a corpse. Hills have sunk, and dead mice float in flooded fields. People are moving towards the mountains. Going by Arnon's map, we're nearly there. Are you good? Now's when we find out whether we've been too trusting. I've heard it said that to cut a noose is to gain a dangerous friend. The Gorgons are swarming us these days, choking us, drowning us. This whole world is near its limit. Any chance may be the only chance. Monsters' noise. Right, we've got lots of things. Raccoons, bogmores, and gorgons. There's one. How much health do they actually have now? It's quite a lot, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 health, including 2 armour. So, not to be trifled with, these guys. However, we are not without options. So let's move Xanatha up. She can use her sentinel skill to hopefully give it a big whack on its turn. We've got Quill, who yeah, maybe we wall with Xanatha and fire a shot. 89%. Pretty good. Do almost half its health. We can bring Jorbear up as well to do similar. He doesn't do as much damage, but what we could do actually with him is put the quelling moss on and poison this Gorgon. That'll do some nice damage to it. We've got Lana. And we can interfuse with nothing really. Well, I don't. Lamp can be lit. No. Discus perhaps off this one. So can we discus it? We can't. It's not far enough. Okay, can we do, let's try a Splinter Blast then. That's probably his turn, isn't it? Right. Okay. Lanvia I want to give a little more protection to, so let's bring her up here. Blam. There goes the Gorgon. A couple of bogmores. 3 raccoons. I think that's all the enemies, though. Right. Xanatha. Can you reach anyone? Actually, you can. So let's attack. Oh, God, there's more. Okay. Well, let's attack. Actually, kill that. She'll go Sentinel. So she can give something else a nice big whack. Now, AoE would be good. Lanar, maybe you could interfuse with something that would be useful. not, because when he withdraws from this, it's going to be his turn, isn't it? Interfuse with... Oh. That's his turn. Useless. I haven't really got to grips with the Mystic class yet, I don't think. It's still a bit of a mystery to me. Do we have any AoE? Jawbear's Quelling Moss might be AoE. He needs to be a bit closer, though. Ah, okay. He can throw it this far and get 2 of those raccoons. So let's do that. Quill. Just bring you there. And maybe we'll shoot at one of the raccoons. Lanvia. Don't want to leave you too exposed. But maybe if we Guardian and Sentinel this Bogmaul, that'll be enough to kill it on its turn. Oh, I couldn't do it. Killed it anyway. Damn, she's losing armor quite fast. Right, so Lanar, come on, can you interfuse with anything useful to us? Let's withdraw from that. Can we interfuse? Oh, God. I feel like you're not going to be able to attack with this stuff. Is that your turn? Yep. Those mystics. Not quite got to grips with it yet. Alright, which is more dangerous to us? The Gorgon's more health, I think, although it's probably fairly close on that front. Jawbear? We could try another Quelling Moss. How many can we get? We can get all of them. Okay, that's worth doing. Xanatha. That's not Xanatha. Xanatha. Yeah, let's go behind this log. And Sentinel. Lanvia, let's go here and Guardian, so we're protecting Lana. I've got the raccoon. Other stuff takes damage. Okay, Lana's pinned, that's not a problem. We can kill the Gorgon with the return fire skill, which I love. That and Xanatha Sentinel are probably my 2 favourite skills so far in the game. They're in action again. And that raccoon is basically dead at this point. I mean, we can kill it. Maybe we kill it with Lanvia. I don't know if that will give her any more experience. I don't think we can, actually. Maybe Lanar, who has been relatively useless so far in this. Just can't hit anything. Can he move? No, he's pinned, isn't he? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, withdraw from this. Interfuse with this. Oh, we still got an action. Okay, well let's why can't we splinter blast it? Do we have to select that one? Okay, we do. Okay, that's fine. Dodged! Thanks for joining, Lanar. It's been a pleasure. Quill. Oh, there's a big gate there. I don't think we're done. Oh, there we are. Okay. I suspect there's more to it. Lanvia did level up. We get Travel Traff, which is armor, warding and dodge, which sounds pretty good for this sort of class. However, they've already got something that's better. So I think we just salvage that one. Lanvia. Untouchable. When Lanvia gets a kill, the next one against her will miss. Lanvia reduces the cost of recruit jobs by 1. That can be quite good, actually. Broad swipes. Lanvia's melee attacks deal 2 damage to all other foes within range. Possible. The shield shear can use multiple times per turn. Tempted to re-roll, but let's take the broad swipes. Just got a bit of a cleave action going on. Damp breakfast. Got my back. May not be done fighting. Arnon emerges rather suddenly from a damp shadow, standing before a root frame tunnel.
So you made it.
I can't remember his accent.
So you made it.
You doubted we would? The old deepest leads them into the dark. The earth walls are slimy and black. Streams of water slosh on either side of a hastily heaped gravel path. Clods plop from the ceiling. Support beams have been clearly rushed into place.
Don't take any off with tunnel, they've been falling in.
Deeper in, earth walls give way to granite.
They warren rots.
The flowing water carven channels away from them. The flowing water follows carven channels away from the main tunnel to some dark end.
When will you abandon this place?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, we can't. Do you want breakfast?
It's mid-afternoon.
Ah, but we're not chained to the sun cycle. We have breakfast whenever.
Arnon shows the way inside a marked passage. A weird smell beckons them through to the other side.
Here they are, dear, the badger and the mystic, and more to follow. Well, did you offer them crumb? Sure I did. No one wants lukewarm, chewy old crumb. I keep saying.
It's an interesting world down here, isn't it? As long as it doesn't collapse.
Oh, adventurers, there is some drunk I know. Yes, I'm Velda. It said I was born in basin of dried caldera to spirits of the salt and rock. It does get said a lot, but not actually true. Right, technically it's false.
You two are married to each other?
Yeah, we mostly married. In times of strife, it's nice.
Well, this is all fascinating, of course, but it's not what we're here to learn.
The meaty shows his dazzling impatience. You came because you must defeat Gorgons, is that right?
We were told you knew how.
I know what the Gorgons did. Their leader. I learned of him. Ulstryx.
Arnon tucks into a bowl of beige mush. It looks like shroomy gruel with some kind of green-gold dressing.
Ulstryx.
We know that name well enough.
Yes, Ulstryx raised a great number of his brethren, and they went to the valley of god-beast Mo Atona. And of that great god-beast, they made pewter.
The great Mo Atona. Velda gazes on all, attending from beneath the massive horns adorning her face. A scowl twists her already crooked features. Arnon finishes his meal, pulls at his beard and wipes it on his cowl.
Who? Mo Atana. Mo Atana is an ancient one, a keeper of balance.
The unassailable balance of Mo Atana keeps all opposing forces of this world in harmony. And because Mo Atana is dead, that throws off the weather?
And the seas and the peaks. All will turn into a big blue Gorgon soup. Use us the carrots and beans, and you the onions.
So that's why Ulstryx needed his army to slay a god.
Well, what was the point of that spear we bled over? Wasn't that supposed to be the symbol he needed to unite whatever Gorgons behind his crusade? What matters is this. Mo Atana cannot die. She's petrified. The reason I called you here is that I've been hoarding a certain restorative spirit distilled from the roots of the extinct bullflax flower. I call it root beer.
A medicine?
My root beer should be able to restore the great Mo Atana if you can get it to her. My brewing goddess, the Velda.
Well, assuming that's true, why us? Don't you have your own lackeys?
That deep down some of it is we're all afraid, so our people are made frail. What is the worst doom? The Gorgon leader is strong and fearless, so too are his hordes. We are too old, slow. I'm scared to die. The Gorgons aren't going to let us do this thing, are they?
And do we know where to go? And are we sure reviving this god beast will fix everything?
The badger grows quite asky, but I'll answer all your questions. Over breakfast, I'm still hungry. It's salty warm.
Velda is true to her word, and as Arnon serves up bowls of grum, she draws a serviceable map upon the wall in pale chalk. The food is surprisingly good. Lastly, Velda hands over her healing ale, a single sealed earthenware bottle. Soon they're on their way again. They carry the hope of all the land and its creatures in one fragile bottle. More rages. So we've done that now. Now we have to confront Ulstryx. Who's here in this tile? This flooded tile here. Okay. I wonder how long it will take just Jonlath to secure this quarry. Nine days travel, so 79 days. That's exactly where the tile will flood. So maybe Lanar can stay as well. But then, because now it's down to 35 days, you see, so well, we move the rest of the team up to first of all gather on this tile. That looks right. Alright, so quick pause. I'm going to move Lanar off now, and we'll gather him in this tile. And that should get finished in time now. There we go. What did we get? 2 ingots and spell threads. Nice. Snakestone pauldrons, dodge +5. Lanvia could maybe use a bit of dodge. She's going to be a frontliner. That's not a bad idea. Right, so now we're going to move these guys off to scout here. Not Jonlath, you're the only one who won't do that. Alright, let's go. We've revealed the tile. Let's patrol it to make everything a little bit safer. I think we've lost a tile. Which did we lose? I imagine it was this... Oh, Goodbriar. That was a lot of good stuff there. But again, we've mitigated that slightly with this quarry down here, so hopefully we'll still have a good amount of resources left at the end of this chapter. I think it's going to be the end. If we're confronting Ulstryx, this is going to be the end of this chapter, isn't it? So, let's see what happens. This is the final fight. When you arrive, you'll have a chance to make final preparations, and when it's over, the game will end. There you go. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's what we're prepared for. Gorgon Slayers. A hillside cave serves as their final campsite. Hey, all you Gorgon Slayers, this could be the end. But if the world turns to soup, well, they're going to choke on these bones, right? Be sure of your gear. This is the last sleep.
We'll be prepared.
10 heartwoods, 7 hides, 15 ingots. So we get to spend our resources now. That's pretty cool. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Still populating everything. There we go. Lanvia, you have a fairly poor weapon. We could upgrade that to Shadebone's Song, so it's more damage, more shred, extra crit damage. That'll take a good amount of our ingots, but definitely not all of them. We've got level 3 crossbow, level 3 spear there, that's all good. Lanvia could probably do with some better armor as well. We could give her this. So more... she doesn't lose any extra speed, actually. She gains more armor, loses some dodge. No, sorry, she gains some dodge. Which would probably be good. Yeah, I think we can probably afford to do that and some other stuff as well. We can... let's just keep the name the same. Xanathar's still only got cheap armor as well, so maybe we could boost her up. Although we would lose quite a few ingots. Okay, let's have a look at this bone bow. We could upgrade this again. What does it mean cost with discount 14? I'm not sure. Let's do that, and we're going to call it Wraithmark. That's a good name. So, what do we want to still do? I still want to give Xanathar some better armor. And then maybe we could use our legacy points to finish off that axe here. -4 legacy points out of our 15. Yeah, I think that's a fair trade. What should we call it? Dragonfall. Wonderful. That'll do. So, everyone except Lanar has got level 2 armor. I don't think he really needs it. He generally doesn't get hit. What does this thing do? Okay, the offhand stuff you can replace, but you can't upgrade. That's fine. Level 3 weapons, so yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. The Age of Ulstryx. The Valley of the God Beast Moatana. We knew we were set up right for an unwinnable fight. Even in the relentless rain. It was a beautiful place to die. Lana, you do numbers. What's our odds of pulling this out? The odds of our even being here are beyond figuring. Today, history hinges on the deeds of a few ordinary folks who took a tortured road and wound up in the way of destiny. We've already won. You know what I'd like as a guarantee? What if this creature we're trying to restore is just dead?
If I survive, I'm selling this crossbow, buying a skunk in a hermitage.
A clear path climbs the hill ahead of them. To whatever waits. We have Gorgons, we have Rose, Geist, Bartoth, Raccoons and a Bogmore. Approach Moatana. So, okay, well we've got some foes already in sight. So what would be good? With the Bartoth, I wonder if Lanvia can get there. Probably not, but she's got the skill to get rid of its armour. Lanar does too. If this does a Splinter Blast, that will shred and pierce, so that's good. And I think we can hit both. There we go, this gets rid of all their armour if it hits. One blocked, but the Bartoth is now more vulnerable. So, Quill. 89%, I'll take that. And it's a hit. Xanathar, where are you? I think we'll just move you to within a striking distance of the Gorgon. We've got Jawbear. So we could come maybe down here and have a bit of protection and just shoot it, weaken it a little bit. Poisoned as well. And Lanvia, I think we'll just come down here and we'll put a Guardian on. There we go. Wallop! That armor shred is really annoying. Okay. Well, Lanvia, I think we'll bring you over here and whack this row. Don't need to shred armor. Xanathar. She would have to stand. She could hit it, but she'd have to stand in the corruption. Oh, we could zealous leap. Let's do that. Bonk. And give it a hit. Jawbear. We could poison these two. Possibly not from there though. So let's move up. They're ranged enemies, so they're not going to come up and hit from melee. So let's poison them both. And we've got Lanar. We'll move up as far as we can. We could interfuse with this rock. We could do a discus, maybe hit both. It actually killed them both. Right, and Quill, maybe we'll move you to here and then Shadow Step so that we can, well, Silk Step it's called, isn't it? There we go, so now we're hidden. You can see the bear come in. Raising the alarm there. Quill can just shoot it straight up from here. Xanathar. We position you behind this rock and you'll just sentinel. That'll be good. Got Bogmore there. Jawbear. Let's bring you down here and we'll get a shot off. If it hits, it's dead. There it goes. Lanar, I might... Let's move you here so you'll get cover behind that rock column. Lambia will put you there. Right, Quill can actually shoot this thing from here. Maybe Jawbear. Can see it from here. There it goes. Now we'll move the warriors up. There's a little stutter there as if we were about to see something, but there looks like there's a next area over there. So it's going to be a longer mission, this one. Let's just move Lambia up to wall with her. Lanar, do the same here. Just wait. Okay, Quill, let's just move you up full range. It's quite possible there's no more enemies left. There might be one around here, I suppose. I think there was supposed to be another Bogmore, but I can't remember if we've seen two already or not. Xanathar, let's move you as far as we can. Still no sign of enemies. I think it's clear in this area. Let's just move everyone up there, full movement. Oh yeah, that's the statue, isn't it? Okay, so let's not go on the blue squares just yet. Let's just get everyone sort of up into position first. Oh, Quill is so fast. Okay, that's fine. Right, Xanathar, do you want to do the honours? Old worlds collide.
Xanathar, now's the time.
Look at this thing. Were you really around all this time? Climbing up its slick neck, Xanathar unseals Velda's earthenware bottle. Just gonna pour it on the thing?
I don't see a pour hole.
She douses the petrified head of the god beast Moatana in the spicy, sweet-smelling elixir. It's not working, is it?
Now, well, we're out of time. Ulstryx, he's here. I studied and loved the stories of old, the myths that made us. Never realized I was in one. until the end. But Ulstryx knew this tale was of his telling.
It's the boss fight.
When the first land was raised from the folds of the sea, 2 worlds were born out of one. To Ulstryx, a mighty and arrogant Gorgon hero, this was creation's mistake, and he dreamed he'd mend it. Very little has ever been known of the things that scrum and scoil beneath the tides. We know the Gorgons are old. Old. So maybe they aren't easily moved. My vanity hopes we threw him some surprises, but it's possible we were his fools from the very beginning. We unpuzzled the stone and chased that spear of petroglass. We struck a blow, I think, in taking it. But our grubbing plunder of a Gorgon heirloom gave him a story to tell. Our species cast as the scrabbling villains. Incited, his Gorgon brethren together rose behind him to imputer this gentle god. And the ocean rose while the rain fell, and the ice of the world turned to melt. For a while, I'm sure he believed his dream would replace reality.
The rain stops.
But it won't.
It's Ulstryx, the mighty lord of Gorgons, scarred and strong, hurls his underlings before him and raises himself high, prepared to fight. We got some beasts. We have some more beasts. Where are they? You can see some here. There's Ulstryx. He's a big boy. Let's have a quick look. So he's 30 health, 5 armor, 4 warding. We can shred the armor. He's got 2. He's a melee unit, but does have 2 range. He's immune to compulsion. He crushes through scenery and stomps it flat. He'll fling beasts at his foes. His attacks corrupt the ground and splash onto adjacent foes. So he's a bad boy. He's going to be a problem probably. So let's see. Xanathar. Let's actually Zealous leap. She could leap here. Do that. Give this Bogmore a big battering. I think go Sentinel. Jawbear. Let's finish it off. Lana, you're going to be key in terms of shredding that armor that it has. Let's interfuse that. And hopefully we can hit this thing. We can. 8 damage. That's not bad. Lanvia, you're going to have to come up and take your time a bit getting into the battle, but Quill should be able to kill this Gorgon with a bit of luck. 100%. Here he comes. Oh, he's going to hurl something. 2 damage. The Sentinel Strike didn't kill it, but definitely got it down in health quite significantly. I think we need to get poison on. Let's get Jawbear within range of doing that. This might be a bit of protection. Quelling Moss. Didn't poison him. It's a shame. Okay, well, Lanvia, if you could get rid of this row, that would be useful. Quill, maybe you could shoot the Gorgon. Xanathar. Maybe we position it behind. Yeah, okay. I imagine this row is going to move first and spoil our sentinel hit, but let's position it behind this rock. Then we have Lanar. Interfuse with this. If we can cast it on an Ulstryx, that would be good. Only 68%, however. Let's do it. Did it? He's pinned and he's there now. Oh, she got the Sentinel Strike. Awesome. Dodge. That's a good dodge. As was that. There's a lot of things on the board. Okay, well, Lanvia, you're pretty good at shredding armor. Don't think we'll be able to do it here though. So let's kill this boar. Lanar, can you get a splinter blast on anything? Withdraw from... Oh, that would be discus. That's splinter blast, but I don't know if it would have the range to hit him. Ooh, scalding rain. Oh, that's this. No, it's not. Discus could do a lot of damage, potentially. It's only 69% chance to hit, however. It does hit. Oh, and he hit that one. Nice. I might try the quelling moss again. I don't think Ulstryx should be immune to it. You can't sit. You can't sit here. Maybe I could move Zenitha first. She's a bit slowed currently, isn't she? Let's come out of the corruption and strike from here. Some decent damage on. Got Sentinel back. Yeah, so let's see if we can poison these things. Got both. Nice. He's actually got another action. So let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot it. Ulstryx, he's the main target here. Didn't do a lot of damage, did some. We can actually do that again with a 100% chance to hit with Will. And we're working through his health. He's dead. I think it was the poison. More foe cards. I think we still got to clear the board. No, that's victory. There we go. And actually, Jawbear's poison was very useful there. Lanar's growing stronger. Okay. Plus 30% health, that could be useful. Or can... I don't really get the idea of this Tinker thing. Let's just give him more health. After a long rain,
the mighty Ulstryx finally crumbled before us, his reeking corpse twitched still. It was over. Some would say we saved the world. And we did save the ember of it. We cupped this red coal of life, held it away from the water, carried it into the next morning. Through wreckage, loss, destruction. It would take time for the water to go down, the memories to lose their bite, to rebuild, to heal, and maybe to live new lives someday. But our story was just one of many. The end.
there we go. We won the first campaign in Wildermyth. That was the Age of Ulstryx campaign. Number of towns, 3. Safe tiles at end of game, 19. Is that good? I don't know. Maybe. Previous years of peace, 20. Final years of peace, 109. Totaled 129. I have no frame of reference for how good that is. Well, we got a few post-campaign credits here. So, Lanvia tried to take Lanar shopping at the local outfitters. Oh, no, missed that. I didn't advance that, it just disappeared. Okay. Xanatha developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but she hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. And also she stayed a crow. Lana and John left. Were these the rivals? Okay, a little flashback to when we saw that hippo statue thing. I'm just staying on here to see if there's any more sort of what happened next type vignettes. One day Lanvia awoke with a lightness in her step. I understand now. It all makes sense. She vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of contentment. Quite a nice little song in the background. Okay, we're going to find out any more. Who haven't we seen yet? We haven't really seen Quill yet. What happened to him? Quill's life ran its course in peace and honour, and after his death, a shimmering snake with swirling patterns could be seen lingering on the rocks by the house. Sometimes a tortoise would join it. And if you remember, he was kind of welcomed into this brethren, wasn't he, of like little spirit animal type thing. So yeah, he looks like that's how he ended up. And I think is that probably... No, we've got one more here. When Lana told the lawkeepers that Niljon Henge was restored, their leader nodded curtly and the rest of the keepers set back out for it without a word. Okay, I didn't have time to read what Lana said. But yeah, let's skip the rest. So these heroes are going to be added to our legacy, and I think these can... I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I think they can be brought into future campaigns. I'm not quite sure if that's in their sort of... where we left them off with all their weapons and armour and skills and everything, or whether they start out fresh. I have no idea, but we get Quill, Lanar, Xanatha, Jorbear, Lanvia and Johnlaff, who joined us late and didn't do very much, but still. Promote Legacy Hero. 1 extra promotions from remaining legacy points. Okay, so we can promote 2 heroes. The selected hero will move to the next legacy tier, and their new items, history and abilities will go with them. The higher a hero's legacy tier, the more abilities the hero will come into a game with. Cool, so who do we want to promote? I mean, definitely Xanatha. She was just awesome throughout that campaign. Just, and I'm thinking maybe Quill as well. So yeah, I think Quill and Xanatha will be our promoted. So let's start with Xanatha. She's going to go from folk hero to local legend. And Quill, the same. Elemental weapons unlocked in Legacy. The elemental weapons you discovered this game have been unlocked in your Legacy and will now be available to craft in all future games. So let's have a look. These are our heroes that we ended up with. Some of them, at least. Roka was dead, obviously. Lanvia and Quill still alive, and Jorbear there as well with his cool bow. Let's quickly click on my Legacy. So, heroes. Yeah, here they are. Hero list. Quill. Got the 2 stars there. Says here he was in the Lance of Daysun. He played in the Age of Ulstryx campaign. And it says we can recruit ? Your hero, as they will be, minus abilities when brought into a new campaign. Gear tiers will change depending on recruit chapter. Okay, so we can manually try and bring our old characters in. It still says Roka's there, even though she died. Interesting. Let's go back. So, yeah, if we were to play a new story, we could pick different chapters now. The Enduring War. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. A 5-chapter story with Morthagai as the main threat. We have Monarchs Under the Mountain. A 5-chapter story with Deepists as the main threat. We have Aluna and the Moth, a 5-chapter campaign with Thrixel as the main threat, and All the Bones of Summer, a 5-chapter story with Drauven as the main threat. You've also got multiplayer, which I've never tried and probably won't. Yeah, so that was the first campaign in Wildermyth, the Age of Ulstryx, which I guess in some ways is a bit of a tutorial campaign. It was in 3 chapters as opposed to 5, which the rest seem to be. I'm unsure if I'll do another one. I mean, I love this game. It's a really good game. It's really cool. There's a lot of stuff coming up that I'm looking forward to playing on the channel. So I'll leave it there for now. I'm not going to rule out coming back and doing another campaign at a time in the future. Maybe if there's a sort of a gap between releases in the calendar. But yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then please do check the game out. It's very, very good. If you did enjoy this series, then please do hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. In the meantime, I hope to see you back on the channel for other games. There's a lot of good, cool stuff going on at the moment, like Road Warden, that a lot of people seem to be enjoying, which is brilliant. But yeah, we'll perhaps see you again for more Wildermyth at some point in the future, but otherwise, please check out the other content on Boring Dad Gaming. Bye for now.